Okay, baby. High five. High five. Yes, good boy. That's a good. You are the cutest boy ever. You're the cutest boy ever.
You dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. Can I be your superhero? Superhero.
What I just got. Whoa. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Augusto the dog trainer and I'm here to deliver you a new video. By the way, Happy New Year's. It's the first. It's 2020. We're here. We made it. I'm so excited for 2020. 2019 was a crazy year. Cannot say it was the worst year of my life, but definitely one that has taught me some very hard lessons that I'm thankful for, because those lessons will help me grow into be a stronger person, a smarter person that is lived through that shit. But here we are. It's 2020 again. Super excited. So many goals and so many big plans for this year. So I cannot wait to get started, which we're getting started right away. I'm delivering you guys with this first video for 2020, and I'm going to introduce you to my kittens that were born 2 weeks ago. That if you are following me on Instagram, you already know. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're about 2 weeks behind, which is why you have to be on my Instagram called The Ultimate German Shepherd. You have to go to The Ultimate German Shepherd and follow and watch my stories on Instagram, because I post daily constant updates there, so you guys will be up to date with everything that's going on here at the Ultimate German Shepherds. I'm pulling into my driveway and I will get to recording how I introduce my cats and my dogs. As you know, my cats and my dogs have a great relationship together. I trust my cats 100% with my dogs, and I know that I will never come home to bloody dogs that my cats attacked. So my cats are very gentle with my dogs, as you guys have seen in all my videos, and it comes with the training and the way you raise them. And that's what I'm here to show you guys today, is how I go about teaching them to be okay with each other. So I will be keeping one of the kittens that were born, the white Maine Coon female. I need names for suggestions for her, because after naming so many animals in my life, I have a hard time coming up with a good unique name for a new animal that I decide to keep. So please comment any suggestions that you may have. Also, beautiful new addition. Look at this beautiful boy. Look at those eyes. This is my new toy Alcy boy. He also still needs a name, because as of right now he's Mr. No Name. Isn't he the cutest thing? So you guys are gonna be seeing him in a lot of my upcoming videos. He's like my cuddle bud. He's so cute. Guess who got my midnight kiss last night at midnight? What else? Also, guys, I am coming to California in just 9 days. I cannot believe that my first trip of the year is in just 9 days, where I'll be flying to LA. It's my first time coming to LA, even though I have been to California a few times before, never to LA. So LA, here I come. People have been signing up for dog training when I'm there. If you're interested in signing up for training, you have to contact me. My email will be in the description, and then you guys can get signed up for when I'm there, so you can bring your dogs and get the training that you need. Let's go. Let's get started. I'm about to pull into my driveway. Okay guys, before we get any further into this video, I want to let you guys know this video is sponsored by Woolpet. Woolpet have sent me a couple different products, and I am only going to be showing you guys one of the products because, as I have told you before, I will only promote something that I really believe in. And so this is a product right here. It is an intelligent pet camera, and what is really cool about this camera, and I'm gonna be showing you guys in just a minute, it's okay, there's so many different features that I love about this. The first thing is you can watch your dog 24/7 from your phone. Wherever you are, you can have this set in any room you want. I'm gonna have this set on the deck for better lighting to show you guys how it works. And you can literally log on your phone, go to the Woolpet app, and you can log in and watch your pet, your cat, your dog any time of the day and night. Even if the lights are off, it has a good night camera. And you can also talk to your dog. So if you need to call your dog into the room, maybe you have this set in the room and your dog has the run of the house, you can actually talk to them from your phone, and your pet, it will come and you'll be able to see them in front of the camera right here. The other nice thing about this product is that you can talk, you can actually listen to your dog as well. So it serves as a good security camera as well. So if you have this at the house and you want to just listen to see if everything is okay, you know, there's no strange noises, or if your pet is no, you know, making any kind of strange noises or barking too much, because if they're barking too much, you can actually tell them to be quiet. You know, you can distract them with your voice if you listen in, and you hear that they are barking in the house when you're away from home, maybe you're at work. Now, the best and the coolest part about this product is that when your pet is behaving at its best and it's being the way they're supposed to be at home, you can, from your phone, toss them a treat. So when you open this, to show you guys, you open this, you put treats in here. I'm going to demonstrate to you in just a minute, but you put the treat in there and you close this. And from your phone, you can press a button, and this device will throw a treat, will call your dog, and your dog will be rewarded for being a good boy or a good girl that they are being. I absolutely love this, and that's why I'm showing you guys. I am going to have the link so you guys can go and purchase one for your dog or your cat. As you can tell, my cat knows that the treats come from this, and he is here waiting for it. All my dogs and the cats have gotten used to this. I loved it so much. They sent me this to review. I loved it. I actually had to go and get 2 more so I can have them in different rooms. I actually have been using this where I keep the puppies, and if I'm training like Starling, or like any young dog, I have been using this to keep an eye on them when I'm away from the house, and to reward them for good behavior by tossing them the treat from wherever I am. It's really cool. So let me show you guys how it works. So we're gonna plug it in. Then we connect it to the internet. Then you click here on this app, and you will open up, you choose the camera, and there you are. You get to see your dogs. I did move it back into the house so you guys can see how it works. You see the dog is laying there. Now you guys can see I'm watching from my phone screen, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to click on the little speaker thing, and you can see by my head, the dog's heads looking because they hear me talking to them. Then I just clicked right there on the right, which now I can listen to what they're doing. So when you click that, you can hear everything that's going on in your house. So if whatever your dogs are, if they're barking or whatever noises is going on there, and you're not home, you'll be able to listen in, and then you can talk to them. Another cool thing about this is that you can actually take pictures of your dogs, as you can see there, and record them. Like right now, they're being recorded all from your phone. So if your dog is doing something cute, or you just want to have a new picture of them, you screenshot a picture and or record them, and you'll be saved right to your phone. Last but not least, actually this is my favorite part. As you can see, I just pressed the button in the middle where you see the treat, and you saw the treat going. So that's just telling you that the treat is about to be thrown to them. And you see that the machine makes a little noise, and that comes Starling waiting for it because she knows that it throws treats. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that I had just run out of treats inside the container there, and so she's waiting for it and waiting, and that's gonna be the cutest thing because look, no food. I ran out of treats, so it tells me I need to put more treats. But Starling's there waiting. You know, she learned to expect it, that it's going to throw her treats whenever it makes that noise. And here's her face of disappointment. Are you disappointed? Oh my God! Look at your face. We ran out of treats. Oh my God, you're too funny. Don't worry, baby. I'll go get more treats. We ran out of treats. Okay, guys. So before we get to filming with the introducing the kitten, I want to show you guys these babies from my last litter. We got one boy. Let's see, big boy over here. Yep. All of these puppies are already reserved. I'm just showing you guys, just so you see what they look like at 4 weeks. These are Pablo's babies. The boy is staying local here, going to someone in Charlotte, one of my subscribers from Charlotte. And then we have one of the girls going to a subscriber in Louisiana. We have one other girl here going to another subscriber in Illinois. And then we have the last but not least little girl over here going to a former neighbor of mine from Massachusetts who has known me for 8 years. She's been around my dogs for a long time. She lost all of her 3 dogs this last year, and so she decided to finally get a German Shepherd. And her first German Shepherd, of course, has to be one of my puppies. So this beautiful little girl is going to be living in Hyannis, Massachusetts, where I used to live. We're about to give them the second warming today. We're gonna do it right now. And then we're gonna get to introducing the kitten to the dogs. I'm gonna start with you. We're gonna just open the mouth. And done. Puppy number 2. Done. Puppy number 3. And last. Okay guys, now let me get the dogs ready and we're gonna introduce the kitten to the dogs. I'll be right back. Okay guys, let me just share with you the chosen new addition that's gonna be staying. Her eyes are just now opening. She's actually the last one to have her eyes open. She's only 2 weeks old. The dogs think about it so far. They have never seen her before. They have never heard her before because this is the first time she's meowing because she's away from mom. So, yeah, as you guys can tell, the first step is that my dogs know I'm in charge. They're not overwhelming me to come to the kitten. They're allowing me to introduce her to them. So, I have her right here in my hand. And the dogs are waiting. So very calmly, we're gonna get closer. And of course, they don't know what I'm bringing to them. They could think it's a puppy, and they have been moms before, so they are wondering what is this like. So I'm gonna let them sniff the kitten, and this is a really good age to introduce a kitten to them because plats. Again, I want them to be down because obviously this is a very tiny animal, and they need to be really gentle. There we go. Look at that. Plots. Everybody has to be down. I don't want anyone. They love babies, so you know they don't mean any harm. But because of her small size, it would be so easy for her to get stepped on, and we don't want that. What we want here is for the dogs to get familiar with her smell. Look at her at this age. Her hair is already she's hissing. And this is a good example why I want her to get used to them at a young age. She's 2 weeks old and she's hissing at them because she has never smelled a dog before. So, you know, this is new, and that's why I want her to get familiar with the smell. So that when she does start to walk around the house, she's gonna be familiar with the dogs and the dogs will be familiar with her. They won't be excited about her and she won't be afraid of them. So it creates balance. Then we have Yara. Yara has a really strong obsession with cats. She licks the cats all day long. She cuddles with them. And for some reason, the cats really bond with her more than all the other dogs. I don't know what it is about her. She has a really motherly instinct. And look, she's already cleaning the baby. And she does that with the adult cats, and they love it. I mean, they're always cuddling with her. So guys, of course, I didn't expect anything different from my dogs. That's how they're raised. I socialize them and I teach them. I'm in charge and I decide, gentle. I decide who I bring in, who I introduce, who I bring into the house, you know, and the dogs just respect that. But the whole point of this is to show you guys how to introduce them. So first step, get your dog under control. Teach your dog that you are the leader. Teach a dog that you're in charge. You make the decisions for them. They'll be happy to listen to you and be like this once you reinforce that you are responsible for to make it the right choices, to helping them making the right choices. Then once you got the dog under control, you're in charge. Take the right steps. So here, obviously, I don't want them to be stepping on the kitten. I don't want them to be too excited about the kitten being here. And that's why I have them down. You know, they know they're supposed to just lay down and be gentle. We're gonna introduce the kitten to Carolina, who is another very gentle girl. They have already given her a bath, licking her so much. But what this is gonna do is when a kitten is now very relaxed with the dogs already, you know, and at this age it's easy for her to get accustomed to the new smell. Carolina, gentle. And so when she does start to walk around, which is gonna be in about a week or so, she's already gonna be moving around, she won't be freaked out, you know, seeing the dogs coming up to her. And the dogs won't be too excited about her because this is the first introduction. So every day I'm gonna do a little bit of this, bringing her out, because right now the mom and the kittens have their own room. So like I said, this is the very first time that this kitten has been around the dogs. That's why you can tell they're very curious about her. This is normal. Let's see, things like that. They wanna play, they have to be very gentle. Carolina, gentle, good girl. Brianna, Brianna. Your new sister, what do you think? Okay, we're gonna put her back with her mom. And then tomorrow we're gonna introduce her a little bit more. And I'll keep you guys posted. You know, in a couple weeks, you're gonna see this kitten walking around all over the house with all the dogs. Okay guys, this is it for today. I'm already back on the road. I gotta go run more errands. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please definitely don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram, share the video with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my very next video, which I am trying to upload more often, so maybe tomorrow, we don't know. But if you subscribe, you'll be the first one to know as soon as the video comes up. I'll see you all next time. Love you all.